All right. Hello and welcome to the Untitled Gaming Podcast Project. You are here to listen to episode 9 with me, Tyus,
Me, TJ.
and we're going to be giving you the rundown on whatever gaming news happened, and we're going to follow it up with our thoughts on kind of what I think is maybe viewed as an archaic feature in games nowadays, which is unlockable content.
Ooh. So you mean microtransactions? Clearly, that's what you mean.
That's how companies seem to take it nowadays.
I like going through everything. I was really disappointed to see like just how much of this stuff is literally just microtransactions now.
Yeah, it's real unfortunate because I feel like before, like every game, or I guess every game that was like considered like good back in the day had some sort of unlockable in it.
Yeah, but now why why put more effort in when you can hold it above the player's head and make them pay for it? That's what I'm saying, you know. Me and my big suit tie at Mr. Big Game Studio Company.
Are you role playing as EA right now?
Yes, as EA, Mr. EA. Oh my god. Anyway, let's get into some of these headlines.
Yeah, so the first one I got here is some pretty good news. It's that the PS3 and PS Vita stores are not going offline.
Do we report on them closing it? I feel like we didn't bring that up last week.
I don't think so, but yeah, they were originally going to be taking down the PS3 and PS Vita online stores, which would suck for a lot of people because there's a lot of games that you cannot get very easily anymore on there.
Yeah.
Uh, Including like especially for the PS3, like a lot of PlayStation 1 games and PlayStation 2 games.
It again brings up the whole argument about like what's the whole thing, like game archiving and stuff like that. It's crazy to think because people also bring this up with like DRM. It's the idea that you have digital games and like whether or not you actually own that and like when it can just go away.
Yeah.
I hate that, man. And definitely like this kind of gave us a little glimpse as to like, oh yeah, they can just decide to just turn that server off.
Yeah, like I remember when they announced that the PS3 stores are going to be going down, I actually got kind of like worried because um there's a lot of games that I don't have downloaded on my PS3 just because I don't have the space, but like that I have on the e-store still, and I'm like, oh shit, how am I going to be able to play these games now if the store's going offline? Like I have to like maybe
Yeah.
like download them to an external hard drive or something.
Did they make any comment in terms of if you had games purchased, like you wouldn't be able to have access to download them at all?
Um, from what I understand, it would have been a thing like you could still download the game, you just wouldn't be able to like buy anything because you did pay for the product.
Hmm.
So
So
it was
legally,
just
there's something they got to do for you.
yeah, legally they have to have a way for you to be able to download it.
Ah, man, I like because I never had a PS3. I joined on the PlayStation wagon with the 4. But just thinking about like this got me thinking about just like my Xbox Live like arcade stuff and just I because I downloaded so many games off that. If that went down, I'd be sad. Be very
Dang.
very sad. I think of all the indie games like Fortress Craft and I think the other one's like Fort Minor Z or something.
The
It
fuck
was
is that?
I had like because it was during a time where Minecraft hadn't come to console yet, so all the indie game marketplace stuff were just filled with Minecraft clones. So obviously I had like all of them.
I see. Like the games that I'm thinking about are more like games that are like borderline impossible to get without paying a fortune for nowadays.
Oh, real
Like
games.
for like the PS3 store for example, there's like Mega Man Legends 1 and 2.
Oh,
Um
fuck.
like Capcom versus SNK2, which is why it's considered like one of the best fighting games of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh, what are some other games that are on there? Oh, like Persona 3, Fez.
Oh,
Uh, yeah,
wait,
there's
you
like a
can play
lot
that
of
on PS3? Well, I
yeah,
mean, you could backwards compatibility anyway, but I didn't realize that you could download it.
yeah, it's on the eStore.
Because I want to find a good way to play it that's not just emulating.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you want to borrow my PS3 to play it, you can do
Hey.
that. But yeah, there's just thinking about it, like there's so many games on the PS3 uh e-store that like they didn't get upscaled for the PS4 and that were gonna be like trapped in like this kind of like forever limbo. But now that's not an issue anymore, which is great.
Maybe this was all just one big ploy to get people to panic buy a bunch of stuff on the PS3 game store.
Like, because the thing is, like, let me look it up right now. But like, let's say like Mega Man Legends, for example.
Mm-hmm.
If we were to look up Mega Man Legends for like the PlayStation 1 right now, like the cheapest you can buy it for is like $70.
It's that expensive?
It's like a rare gem nowadays. But if you look it up
Jeez.
on the PS PlayStation Store, I think it's like 4.99.
Mega Man Legends is like one of those games where I know next to nothing about like the story or like really in terms of like what the gameplay features, but I've seen so much art of it and like I really like the art style.
Oh, I love Mega Man Legends.
Like the graphics are really pretty.
Yeah, it's like a 3D Mega Man game.
Mhm.
Um and it's your so like this kind of takes place in like a post-apocalyptic world similar to Wind Waker where like 90% of the world is covered in oceans.
Oh, Wind Waker literally ripped off Mega Man Legends. Okay.
And there are people called diggers who go into these ancient ruins and they bring up like old relics and treasures and they just sell them or donate them to like history or whatever and they try to make a
Uh,
fortune off that.
the Wind Waker mixed with Gurren Lagann. Okay. All right.
Kind of, and like it had this really, really cool upgrade system where you could customize how you want your buster to like play. Like you could have like a rapid fire one that doesn't deal a lot of damage. You could have one that just like shoots like two lemons, but those two lemons do like a shitload of damage. There was like a bunch of really like really, really, really well written like NPCs and whatnot. There was like side quests you could do, go like a bunch of different little like dungeons which were underground and they all connected to each other. Like
What the fuck? This sounds so cool. This would
it
have been
it
like
is.
right up my alley.
Honestly, I feel like you would really like it. And then like Mega Man Legends 2 is just like it's like more of the same thing. It's why like when there was going to be a Mega Man Legends 3 for the 3DS, which
Yeah, I
when they like
remember following that.
when they announced it, there was going to be like multiplayer and everything, and it looks
Mhm.
so sick. And then you know what? They just decided to cancel it, and everyone's really sad.
I was legitimately like when I forget how I heard about it, like that game, but that was like where I was intending to get into like that series.
Yeah, I highly
Then
recommend finding a
they
way to play
didn't.
it
I'll
because
probably find a way.
it is so much fun. Like I really really enjoy the game.
Or I could always just get a PS3 and get it off that good old PlayStation eStore since it ain't going anywhere.
Yeah. Um, what other games are there that like probably cost it? Let me look up Capcom versus SNK2 because, like I said, that game is like widely considered to be like one of the best fighting games that have been made.
Mhm.
Uh, if you want a used copy of the PS2 version, it is currently selling for $100,
Are you fucking?
and you can buy it on the PSE store for like 9.99.
I hate this shit, man. These companies like wonder, like, I mean, first off, this is gonna become a rant about like piracy and shit, but like with like emulators and stuff, it's like these companies don't make a dime off these games anyway anymore. And even if like they are, it's like I've already bought this game, like Mario 64, for example. It's like I've bought it on every single eShop like that you can name. And then like, so what? Like if I want to fucking just play it on my PC, like come on. Like who am I hurting, really?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's why the what's it called? The PS3 eShop is so good because so many of these really good games like fucking Street Fighter 3 Third Strike Online Edition is
Oh,
on the PS3
you can
eStore.
play online?
It's actually got good online
Holy shit.
because it was made with the netcode it was made with rollback netcode. So you can play Street Fighter 3 Third Strike online with really, really fucking good netcode.
Damn. What the fuck? I
And
feel
you
like
can buy it on PS3 for I think like $15. I don't remember exactly, but it's literally not that expensive and it is like that's the game that gave birth to the most influential fighting game
yeah.
moment of all time.
I I can't
And
believe that. Is it only on the PS3 that you can like play it online?
no, it's on the Xbox 360 too.
Oh, okay.
And one of the cool things about that version is they actually added a trial mode. So like you can practice combos, you can practice parry timings, and then like there's like different levels. And the highest level of parry trials is you have to redo the entire Daigo parry.
Oh, they actually incorporated it into the
Yeah,
game.
yeah, and literally, like the description for all of the other ones is like, "Oh, parry this super and like try to match this timing," or like, "Red parry this two-hit move." It's like a little bit difficult, but like once you get the timing down, it's like really good to have. But literally for that one, it literally just says "Evo Moment 37." Like they paid homage to Daigo to the Daigo parry in such a great way because it's on the same stage, like same screen positioning, even the same color for Chun-Li and Ken. Like they really went out of their way to make sure that like you could relive that moment through by yourself if you wanted to.
That's incredible. What the fuck? I love that. I love that like way to celebrate the community's achievement in that way.
Yeah, and again, that's something else that would have been lost if the PS3 and Vita e-stores went down.
Well, I'm glad that it's not. I mean, in that case, like with all these like stuff that isn't gonna be lost, unlike all the WiiWare that's forever gone now.
Yep.
All the what was the fucking cooking with Big Arm or whatever? I can't even remember the name of it.
The what?
Do you not remember that there was like a bunch of like little WiiWare like games that you could get with like Club Nintendo? One of them was like I think it was like Grill Off with I forgot the name of like that old Nintendo toy that's like the extendo arm with like the blue like truss.
Oh, dude, I didn't sign up for like Club Nintendo until the 3DS because I didn't have any way to like buy stuff on the Wii E store without asking my mom, and my mom would always be like, "No, you're not spending money on video games."
Bro, the minute I found out Club Nintendo was like a thing, I like once I started, I just went back over all my old games I already had, and I just put in all those codes and immediately day one was like loaded.
Nice.
I don't the only like cool thing I think physically I got was like the Smash Bros 4 soundtrack and then Majora's Mask like satchel.
Hmm.
But yeah, I always wanted one of those statues. Anyway, this is totally off topic. But the PlayStation Store, I'm glad that Sony listened.
Yeah.
That's the main big thing. Um, my next headline is very me. Very excited about this.
I think I know exactly what you're gonna
Yeah,
fucking talk about.
bro, Knuckles is in the fucking Sonic movie.
Yeah,
Holy
so
shit!
now it's not Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
No,
It's Sonic the Hedgehog 2
and
and Knuckles.
Knuckles. Did we cause this because of the last podcast? I think we summoned this.
We summoned it into existence.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say we summoned Knuckles into the Sonic sequel. There was a bunch of stuff that like was coming out from the set. By the way, the Sonic movie set is just they're so cool with like everything leaking out for some fucking reason.
I think it's because the first movie got so much bad PR because of the first trailer
Oh, that's a
that
good point.
like now they're like, "Hey, look, we have like good-looking Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles." Don't hate us. Watch the movie, please.
That's the thing though. That's actually like the Knuckles design looks good. Like
Yeah,
I'm
it's like a mix of
genuinely
like
shocked.
classic Knuckles and like Sonic Boom Knuckles. Because he's
Yeah,
like taller than Sonic, but he doesn't look like fucking jacked
not
out of his
too,
mind.
yeah, not too jacked enough to like show that he's like a stronger character. But yeah, not like crazy bandage wrap. The one thing I'm so thankful for is he's got his fucking oven mitts and he doesn't have fingers. I hate whenever they give Knuckles fingers. It just looks weird to me. I don't
Yeah,
know what it
yeah.
is. But yeah, I'm super excited to see that. I'm kind of like, I mean, I'm not like upset that like that got spoiled. I'm pretty sure they're probably gonna have it in the trailers or something. But like the one thing that I guess I'm not really like concerned, but like it does kind of bum me out because like I kind of wanted the sequel to be more like, oh, let's go to more like alien places, like stuff that like looks like it's from the games. But I feel like
Mhm.
it's probably still gonna be on Earth, but it's fine, honestly. I was interested that they actually are doing like the GUN, helicopter and stuff like that. That's like, I don't know, that's just something that like I wouldn't think that the movie would even put that much attention towards.
Imagine the first part of the movie is literally just City Escape from Sonic Adventure 2.
I would be just grinning ear to ear.
If
Like
they
if
actually
they
have Escape from the City playing, I will
that's
fucking explode.
I would sing in the theater and it would be the cringiest fucking thing, but I can't help it. I want to go to a Crush 40 concert somehow. I doubt there'll ever be a Crush 40 concert ever, but I want to go.
Dude, you know
I
that
want to see Live and Learn live.
there's a karaoke bar in the area that we live in that has Escape from the City as one of the songs.
No fucking way. Seriously?
Yeah, I'm never gonna forget. A bunch of friends and I, we were gonna have a karaoke night. Uh, but like me and two of my other friends, we were closing that night, so we were gonna be arriving a little bit late. Um, and so like the other guys who we had invited, they were already there and they were singing. We get to the karaoke bar, we open up the door to the room that we rented, and we just hear everyone belting out fucking Escape from the City.
That's
And
so
and
fucking good.
and straight up, I was like, I would not like. I was like, this is the reason I'm friends with these people.
Honestly, that's a great litmus test of friendship. Is just walking in on the karaoke session of Escape from the City. Oh my god, dude. Oh, also the other thing which I feel like not enough people are talking about this part is that like another one of the leaked footage shows like fucking Jim Carrey on a wire being flown up into the sky. Like he's flying around.
Oh, I didn't even see that on Twitter. I like because I saw that like Knuckles was trending on Twitter. I was like, what the fuck? And uh I just saw everyone posting about the reveal of Knuckles in Sonic the Hedgehog 2
It's
and
such a good
Knuckles.
design. I'm so happy about it. I don't know why fucking Jim Carrey's flying around though. I'm genuinely concerned. They had
Uh,
him on like a wire.
he's gonna get all 7 Chaos Emeralds and he's gonna become Super Eggman.
Well, the cool thing they are totally embracing the that like look he has in the after credit scene, like with the like more game accurate look. So he's bald with the big bushy mustache.
Yeah, I do appreciate that.
I want him just to go all out and go insane. I think he was very entertaining and in the first movie. So in the second movie he could just like tap more into just like the crazy side and really just embellish that like persona. I think it's gonna be really fucking funny.
Yeah, like I feel like he just has to channel his energy from the mask and put it into egg form.
Yes, exactly. He's gonna he's gonna step on Sonic with his big cleat and say, "Somebody stop me!" And he's gonna spin around really fast. God.
Uh,
But yeah, so Sonic 2, looking good. I'm genuinely excited to see more.
yeah, yeah, I agree.
Hey, with your next headline.
So this is a very big one. Jeff Kaplan left Blizzard.
Yep, when I wrote this one down, because I have a shout out to my friend Zach. He streams on Twitch under the Zaxonator because he works for Blizzard. I was like, Loki, I'm like, I wonder if I can get some extra details on this story. Uh, I wonder what's the deal though.
I'm not sure. It's very interesting because he's been with Blizzard for 19 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, and like I think it's also kind of interesting that this is happening like right before Overwatch 2 is going to be getting uh released, I guess.
Yeah.
So, I think I know I've seen a lot of people like commenting that they think that it's because of like creative differences with like Overwatch 2 and that's why they think he's leaving.
I mean, that's always like I think the first thing everybody's come to. I mean, like that's the first thing that shot into my mind when I heard about it. I don't know. Sometimes shit's just not that entertaining. We all like really look for these things, but in reality, it could just be he wanted to, I don't know, work on something else. Literally, it could be anything other than they wanted to do something with Overwatch he didn't want to do.
That's true.
But yeah, he's no longer working for Blizzard. What
Yeah,
will
I
we
know that
do?
a lot of people are very much looking forward to uh what is it? Like they're very much looking forward to whatever he's going to be working on next because pretty much like everything he's released has been like universally like seen as a banger.
Well, hopefully it's not like other game directors that go off to do their own solo projects and then they make Mighty Number 9. Anyway, so
Oh, I'm still fucking upset about that, man.
Like I'm trying to remember what was the like an anime fan on prom night. What was the fucking line?
Yeah, like are you sitting there alone like an anime fan on prom night?
Yes, you know your demographic, Mighty Number 9. Way to go.
Oh, dude, I remember seeing that and being like, what the fuck are they doing?
Uh, but no use in worrying about that. I think he's gonna make something good.
Oh, I
It's
know.
worth looking forward.
Going back to something we were talking about earlier, but I know Keiji Inafune is he was he had another Kickstarter, I think like 2 years ago
Mm-hmm.
for like what was supposed to be like uh his like idea of a essentially what is it? Fucking
Tip of
I'm
your tongue.
forgetting.
You can do it. You can do it. You can do
Yeah,
it.
Mega Man Legends 3. But that Kickstarter like fucking plummeted.
Oh fuck! Really?
Well, so he wanted it to reach $800,000 and it
Uh,
got $520,000.
that's a
This
good bit of
was
money.
this was back in
It's not quite
2015,
enough.
mind you.
Oh.
Um, but then it was announced that the Chinese game company Fuse was going to be financing the game.
Oh. What is that?
I don't know what Fuse has done, but um, as of now, there's nothing that has come out about Red Ash, and
Hmm.
people think like, oh, it's probably dead in the
Wait,
water.
that was Red Ash. I remember that.
And then also, what's it called? His company that he started, Concept.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Nice name, guy.
it got picked up by the developer Level 5.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and then they made a mobile game, which lasted
Yeah.
for I think like 8 months and then shut down.
Yeah. That sounds about right. That tracks.
So I don't know what Keiji Nuffin is up to. I can only hope that um it's something good.
That's really all we can do, isn't it?
I'm praying that Red Ash actually gets made and it's not like Mighty Number 9. I'm
Yeah.
really, really fucking praying for that.
Dude, all these Kickstarter games that like disappear off the face of the planet, it really does make me wonder like where the money goes.
I don't know.
Hopefully they got like a nice water bottle out of it or something. All the backers. So with the name Red Ash on it. But yeah, Jeff Kaplan, I best to you. I know you're listening, always been a big fan of the podcast. I really hope you go on to do some great things. You deserve it. I raise a glass. Okay, I got something here. So I've tried to decide between two. There's two things I got here that are kind of interesting. So Mario 64, right? I was talking about that earlier. This isn't as much a news article as it is something. I mean, it's newsworthy because it's new. Someone made a version of Mario 64 that can run in browser. You can now play Mario 64 on like the Chrome browser.
Really?
And it runs smoothly. I think you literally just need to look up Mario 64 browser edition and it'll come up. But yeah, you can even, if you plug in a controller, you can use it.
That's pretty weird. Not weird, I guess. That's pretty sick.
I mean, that's the thing. I've noticed at least like a few years ago, it's like they have in browser emulation now. Like you can play Pokemon games in browser. Pretty much there's a couple websites I know of that do in browser emulation. But it was mainly, like Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, NES, SNES. Like it wasn't like 3D games, but now seeing like I don't understand how it works because I checked it out as I was writing this. I was using my girlfriend Maya's laptop, and she has like a MacBook Air, which is like, it's not really like a powerful like computer meant for like gaming, but like Mario 64 was running like so smooth on it on the Chrome browser. It's just interesting. It's just really, really interesting.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
I just opened it up on my browser and Jesus Christ, one, this thing is loud, but two, it looks like I'm just watching a video.
yeah, but it's running in the browser. I don't understand. I genuinely don't understand.
I don't either. Like, this is like kind of wild.
Yeah, yeah. I like when I found it out. I literally like because just growing up when like I grew up. I think you grew up the same way. Where it's like back in the day, the internet was like a blue bar you had to wait to finish, and like you went through the whole dial-up every time you started and everything like that. And then now you could just fucking, if you wanted to, just type in Mario 64 and then just play Mario 64 on fucking Google Chrome. Like insane, just insane, and very very cool.
Cannot wait for Nintendo to take that guy out back and shoot him.
Yeah, no, honestly, that is the downside to this. Enjoy. If there's any way to archive a web link like that, I don't know. I don't know. Everyone's got Mario 64 at this point anyway. But still, it's so cool. Regardless, the whole thing's cool. Yeah. Nintendo's gonna shoot this guy. It's great.
The whole thing's cool. Nintendo's gonna shoot this guy.
And we're still gonna buy Breath of the Wild 2. The world keeps spinning. Oi, oi, oi. Anyway, hit me with your next headline.
Sure. The next thing that I have is that Tales of Arise, the next game in the Tales of series, has a release date for September 9th.
Tyus, get ready to hate me. I've never played a Tales game.
Neither have I.
Oh my god! I've always wanted to.
Yeah, for me, it was just the simple fact was growing up, I was very much like a die-hard Final Fantasy fan,
Hmm.
and I was just under the like kind of closed-mindedness of like, oh well, no, Final Fantasy is the best RPG, so I'm not going to be playing some other JRPG. Like
Yeah, I could. I see that. I think
that
for
was
me, I just avoided games that didn't have Mario or Zelda in the title when I was younger, or Sonic.
yeah.
But I think it's cool. I mean, like, I still need to just play. Like, isn't it's a Tales game I'm thinking of, right? The one with like, it's like a steampunk aesthetic, and the guy that wears like a red like outfit, and he has like two swords. It was on GameCube, I think. Am I right? The Tales of I almost want to say Symphonia. I don't think that's the
You
name of
are
it.
talking to the wrong person, but I have a few friends who are very, very huge into the Tales of
I'm glad they don't hear
games.
me right now.
Oh well, my girlfriend's a big fan of them. I don't think she's played any of them, but I know that she's like watched playthroughs of them and whatnot, and she's a fan of them.
Oh god,
Uh,
I'm screwed.
but yeah, I do not know. I I
He's a
just
good
know that
looking he's a good looking male protagonist. And he
I
looks like a
just know
lot
that
of fun to play as.
the game got announced, and I just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, well, I'm happy for all the Tales fans. Not like legitimately.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Uh I guess next headline. Um did you hear about the whole Lego Luigi thing?
Oh yeah, how people's Lego Marios had like an update, and then they started saying like, "Oh, where's my brother?" and shit like that.
He was calling out for his brother. Like, you make Mario go to sleep, and then when you wake him up, he's like, Luigi. Like, he's like crying out for him. Like, first off, creepy. Second off, we're at a point now where like kids' toys can be like updated so that they like using like emotional like emotional manipulation tactics make you want to buy more toys.
Can't say that I am surprised.
This is the dystopia I want to live in, where my Mario toy cries out that I don't own a Luigi toy, and so is like like programmed to feel sadness and agony. It'd be funny if like the Lego Mario just like starts making like subtle threats if you don't buy more sets,
The
and
fuck?
like the Charles Martinet voice. It's like really vague things. Like, anyway, Lego Luigi, fun, very fun. I'm
uh,
trying to think. Do you have any more headlines?
yeah, I do actually.
Hit me with it
So
like a train.
Project L, League of Legends is or Riot Games' fighting game taking place in the universe of League of Legends.
Oh,
They are going to be having in-person playtests starting in I think it's next week.
oh really?
Yeah, yeah, it got announced by some fucking like gaming website. Like
Oh
somebody
shit.
like leaked it. Like yeah, they're gonna so an in-person playtest for Riot's upcoming fighting game Project L has been confirmed from April 23rd to 25th.
Oh shit. Okay.
And as soon as that tweet went out, I just saw like so many fighting game players just posting about, oh my god, like I hope they invite me, like, like I'm like this well-known, fucking
Here's my
player.
creds.
Like
I can.
I'm, yeah, like all of like the top like fighting game pros were all talking about it.
My God, dude. It's really cool that I feel like Riot's been pretty steadily like releasing all the stuff that they've like announced. Is
Yeah,
really good.
um, I for one am incredibly excited for the game. Uh, for a multitude of reasons.
You excited for a fighting game? Nah. No.
But Yeah, that's happening. I also have a few other things if you don't have anything else.
Nope, hit me with it.
Um, so this just got announced like a few hours ago.
What? Breaking
Uh,
news?
Next week, there's going to be a Monster Hunter digital live event
What?
where they're going to be talking about the first update 2.0 for Monster Hunter Rise,
Uh-huh.
and they're also going to be talking about Monster Hunter Stories
Oh.
or
Okay.
Monster Hunter Stories 2. They also reveal the stuff that you get for the for pre-ordering the game, and there's like a collector's edition and all sorts of stuff.
Oh damn, okay. I went to Best Buy today and I was wandering down one of the aisles and they had the Monster Hunter Rise special like deluxe edition with the Magnum Malo amiibo.
Ooh.
And I I fucking just wanted it just for the amiibo, but it's like $100. I don't want to buy the game again. That'd be the
Yeah, I
third time I buy the
understand.
game.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I want that Magnum Malo amiibo.
Yeah, and it gets you a special layered armor too.
I want that Magnum Malo amiibo. God, it was like in a like busted ass looking box too. Uh,
Uh,
like someone like drop kicked that thing just trying to get the Magnum Malo out. uh, oh, did you see the Resident Evil 4 VR?
I heard about that. Um I didn't look too much into it though.
My brain keeps tiptoeing ever so closer as to being like, maybe I want to get a VR headset again. It looks really cool. I've only played Resident Evil 2 and then like I think 3/4 of 3. I know I haven't beaten 3, but I'm really close to the end, I think.
Oh,
But
you haven't played 4 before?
no, I've not played 4, and 4 is always the one everyone like goes crazy about because Leon's so
Dude,
pretty.
4 is so much fun.
I have it on PS4 because I have 4, 5, and 6. I think I played like I think a few of the Leon levels in 6. That's like the most experience I have. It's like that. Well, that's 6. That's like totally different. I've not played 5 at all, and then like 4, I think I've done the like like a little bit of the opening. Like I've gone inside the house, and there's like one of the crazy people, and like I think the thing that is throwing me off about that game is just like how it controls, but not. And look, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's something I got to get used to. And I wasn't in that during the time when I played it. I don't think I was ready.
Yeah, I mean honestly, like I love the Resident Evil series as a whole.
hmm
Um
I'm like just now getting into it.
4 is really good. It is kind of the one where they made a bit of a shift towards more um action focused gameplay.
Are you saying it was the turn of the downfall of the series? Here's my thumbnail with a big red circle and an arrow.
No, I would say that 5 is kind of where it went that way.
But he punches the boulder.
He punches the boulder, yeah.
The
But
scary boulder.
4 genuinely has some like terrifying moments.
Mm.
Um but uh so that's why I wouldn't say that it's like the start of the downfall. I would say that's definitely more 5 where it became like very heavily action focused, and then 6 was literally like a B grade action movie as a video game.
I love the game about the giraffe getting the blowjob though. It's my favorite one.
But
To be
yeah.
fair though, to Resident Evil, like if it really was 5 that made the downfall, then they had a really short downfall because like they came right back.
It's because everybody hated 6.
And it's good that they listened.
Like 6 is like I would say widely considered to be like the worst. It's either like 6 or like there's another one that other people hate. Everyone hates, but I can't remember which one it was.
To
But
shit.
7, they went back to genuine horror and like. Have you ever played Resident Evil 7, by the way?
I've only done the demo, and I was when I had my PSVR, I was originally gonna buy the PSVR version, but I advised against my fucking well being to not get it.
good on you, because Resident Evil 7 is genuinely terrifying.
It fucking looks genuinely terrifying. The game, like, it look, you know, it's like that PT inspired looking style.
Yeah, like
Photorealistic.
it's
People spewing goo. My favorite. I love hillbillies that get decapitated and then come back. It's welcome to the family, son. I played that demo so many times. Just to be met with welcome to the family, son. I never truly felt welcomed. To be honest.
It's it's a good game. It's terrifying, but it's good.
Yeah, at this, because my first Resident Evil game that I played all the way through and beat was the Resident Evil 2 remake, which I love. I love that game so fucking much.
Oh, it's
Like,
a great remake.
like, because you know, I never played the original, and like I wasn't sure how I'd feel because like survival horror can stress me out just in terms of like fear and
I
limited
think that's kind of the
resources.
point of the game.
Yes, and that was like the thing is that it was always really hard for me to understand the appeal of that kind of game. But playing Resident Evil 2, I'm like oh my god, it's so atmospheric. The zombies are like so cool. I don't know, man. I could gush about that game forever. Resident Evil 2 remake was like the thing to get me into the series. And like now I
That's
want to
how I
keep
felt
finding
about
things.
Resident Evil 4, honestly, because before I wasn't super big on the whole survival horror genre either.
Or like the tank controls too.
But Resident Evil 4 genuinely had me like in a stressed out mode, but not like in a way that felt unfair, if that makes sense.
No, that totally like I felt that with Resident Evil 2 remake.
Yeah, so I would recommend if you do own it, or even if you don't own it, that you play it sometime, be it on PC, Switch, PS4, anything.
It's literally it's one of those games that's on everything. I think it's there's a mobile version I'm sure too and like
Do you know that that game was supposed to be a fucking GameCube
yeah,
exclusive?
that's the meme. That's the fucking meme about that game. Is that like the game, like if you have the original Resident Evil 4 for GameCube, it literally says only 4, like on the top right corner. Like yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah, but
The one way that you're supposed to play it though is with that chainsaw controller. That's the true way.
the chainsaw GameCube controller.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to play it.
Oh man, I would if you're not the biggest fan of the tank controls, or I guess like to kind of remedy it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
The PC version, the aiming does feel a lot smoother in my opinion because you're aiming with
Hmm.
the mouse.
Oh, okay. I'd like to
So
try that. I'd like to try that out. But yeah.
yeah,
Anyway, yeah. Resident Evil 4 VR looks cool. Don't know if I'm gonna buy a VR headset again though.
I'd say like maybe wait till like Black Friday when it's like on sale or something.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. My PSVR was like, I don't know. Everything just kind of felt like a gimmick. But like now it seems like there are more games coming out for it. I'm like, oh, okay, that's neat.
Hmm.
Not just like little tech demos. So yeah. Anyway, there's that.
And I guess the last thing that I have to add is the Final Fantasy 14 virtual fan fest. The schedule got announced for it.
Ooh.
So that's gonna be a thing, and they're gonna be explaining stuff about the new expansion, new stuff that they're gonna be adding, etc., etc.
Oh, okay.
I think the thing that's the most exciting about it as a Final Fantasy 14 fan is that so normally there's three different fan fests that they have. They have one in Japan, one in Europe, and one in America.
Mm-hmm.
But because of the global situation, they can't do that. So they're going to be doing it completely online, and they're going to be live streaming the whole thing.
I like this.
And normally what they do is that at each fan fest they reveal a little bit about the next expansion at a time.
Oh,
Like
okay.
they reveal like you know like the opening cinematic trailer that plays when you leave the game on the login screen for too long.
Yeah, yeah.
So normally it's played they reveal it in chunks where they reveal a little bit more of the trailer with every fan fest.
Oh, that makes sense in terms of I've always wondered why those opening trailers like they're paced the way they are. That makes sense now.
Yeah, so there's that, and then um they're also so now they're gonna just reveal the whole thing at once, which is really cool. And then another thing that's really cool is there's a like in developer, I guess, band for Final Fantasy 14 called the Primals.
Oh yeah, wait, I think you told me about this.
And normally they have a concert that you have to pay for,
Mm-hmm.
but the concert is going to be free to watch because it's going to be live streamed.
Is it gonna be on Twitch or like YouTube?
Twitch, YouTube, all of those.
Damn, I gotta be on top of this because I want to see that.
I do know that the stream goes on until like 3:30 in the morning
Well, yeah, it's not.
because it is on Japan time, but I think it
Yeah.
starts at like 6 p.m. PST, and then it goes on uh until like 3 a.m. PST.
That's doable. That's fine.
But yeah,
Damn.
that's something to be very excited for.
Yeah, definitely
They're going
looking
to be
forward to that.
revealing the next class that's going to be added. They're going to be revealing the the rest of the trailer. They're going to just be showing off everything, and it's just going to be. They're probably also going to show off some of the new areas because that's what they did for the last fan fest, where they showed off like areas from Shadowbringers and the new class and whatnot.
Hmm. That's good. That's cool. Just genuinely excited to like finally be a part of this now that I've been playing.
Dude, part of me is a little bit gutted because my girlfriend and I and a few friends and I we wanted to plan a
Aw,
like
the
we
Las
wanted to
Vegas
go to
trip.
the actual go to the actual fan fest,
Hmm.
but unfortunately we can't.
Thanks to the global situation trademark.
Yeah, can't say what it is or YouTube's gonna demonetize us even though we're not
I was about to
currently.
say you say that as though like we have anything to lose with this.
Yeah, but you know,
Yeah, yeah.
can't talk about it.
Nope. Not my lips are sealed. Anyway, on to today's topic.
Yeah, so unlockables in games.
Woo! Unlockables and rewards. The thing that I found funny about like looking up just unlockables and rewards just to jog my memory was that a lot of results on Google came up with like cheat codes for some reason.
Yeah, yeah, that's like I remember like vividly going to like CheatCC or cheatplanet.com
Cheat
or
Planet.
like
Oh my god, yes.
GameFAQs, supercheats.com, etc. just to find like just to find cheat codes.
Bro, the thing that always I hated the most was when I like the PS because I had GameCube, but like the PS2 version of a GameCube game that I owned had different cheat codes than my GameCube version.
Yeah.
That shit pissed me off so fucking much.
Oh, wait. Did you ever have those did you ever have the Scholastic Book Fair at your school?
Yeah.
Did you ever get the fucking cheat code like guides
I
that they would
wanted
sell?
to so badly, but like my parents wanted to make sure I wasn't just buying like, gamer books or whatever.
Oh, because I would literally get one of those every year.
Oh my
And
god.
like thinking about it, I don't know why, considering that I knew about cheat code like GCC and like fucking game pack
Yeah.
and shit. But it was just like, it's a book about video games.
I think the closest thing I got to like a gamer book was I got like this old How to Draw Nintendo Heroes book. That was like
Dude, is that the one with like the white cover and it's got like Wind Waker Link swinging from a lantern on the back?
no, that one sounds cool. What the fuck? No, mine has like the old janky like N64 like models and stuff like that. Like it
Oh,
literally like it teaches you how to draw like polygonal like characters.
yeah. The one I have is it, I think I still have it too. It's got a white cover and it's got like I'm always gonna remember that it
Yeah, this is
has
the one I
Wind
had.
Waker Link uh swinging from a lantern on it.
Yeah, this was the one I had. I just put it into the chat. I'll put these up on the video.
Okay, well here's the one that I had.
Big hairy ape. Ooh.
This I
Oh,
can only
greatest heroes. Okay. What? Oh shit. Oh,
yeah.
oh yeah. Yours is actually officially Scholastic. Mine's from Troll.
Yeah, no, I remember because I actually had like pieces of paper like on my binder cover where I had which ones did I draw? I drew Yoshi and Wind Waker Link
Bro, we're like the
because of
same
this book.
fucking person. What the fuck? I did the same thing. Except mine was like Chunky Kong. Like, I think Luigi with like the Mario Party 2 outfit.
Oh, which Mario Party 2 outfit?
I forgot which one's in the book. I think it's his wizard outfit. Let me. I'm looking. I'm like. Some of the pages are available on Google Images. Ugh. Just funny looking ape. I just love that some of them are literally just like the chunky looking models and stuff like that. I always found that really charming about it.
Yeah, no, I honestly think that's really cool.
Anyway, back to the topic at hand. Unlockables.
Yeah, unlockables and rewards.
Yeah. It's there's some, to be fair, I was like looking through, there's some games that still do it, but definitely like it's not as like much a staple of like games as it used to be.
No, definitely not.
Anyway, if you want to start off this rundown of our favorites, feel free.
All right, so one that's always going to stand out to me is the first Mega Man X.
Mm-hmm. I think I know which
Uh,
one. I think I know what you're gonna say.
yeah, and it's the Hadoken.
Yep.
And then in Mega Man X2, you could unlock the Shoryuken as well. Like those were like, I mean, back then I thought they were cool, but now as a fighting game player, I think it's even cooler, especially since like knowing that those moves are literally instant kills on bosses or anything really, but
Yeah, yeah,
just seeing fucking Dr. Light show up with Ryu's gi
yeah.
and giving you the fucking Hadoken and just hearing Mega Man go Hadoken, like it's so sick.
They went to the effort to actually have that sound bite like take up space on the cartridge.
Yeah, and I think it's also really cool that you have to legitimately do the Hadoken input. It's not like a
I actually
special.
didn't know that part.
Yeah, it's not like a special weapon that you can equip. You actually have to do down, down, forward, forward, and shoot.
Damn, that's so cool. The fuck? Because again, like I never played Mega Man X. I know this from like years of watching gaming videos on YouTube. That's how I learned all this stuff through like synthesis. But that's so cool.
Yeah, like
Um,
genuinely, like such a cool thing because you have to have every single item before that, and then you have to go. You have to jump off the mine cart on Armored Armadillo stage. I think it was like 4 times or 5 times,
I can't
and
remember.
then the next time that you do it, oh, and you have to have full life when you do it too, and then the next time you do it, the light capsule's gonna be there. That's just, to me, that's just so sick.
I mean, yeah, it's and what a like it's a good payoff. Like it's a good little like challenge, good little payoff.
Yeah.
Um, the because okay, when I was thinking about like unlockables and rewards, I immediately, and this is something that I think is like not really done as much in multiplayer games anymore, but I immediately my mind thought back to Halo 3's like armor. Like, I don't know if you played much Halo 3, but
Um, I have played zero Halo of any
okay, cool.
sort.
Okay, this is gonna be a great conversation. I grew up playing Halo 3 and like Halo Reach, and those were like two of the games I put like a lot of time into.
Hmm.
And in back in the day with like Halo 3, you had like some basic armor when you started out, like the Master Chief armor and some of the other stuff. And you unlocked armor in the game by just like, playing matches and stuff like that. However, there was certain armor that you could get only by doing like special little achievements and these things called skulls. And what skulls did were that if you activated them in story mode, they made the game like infinitely fucking harder. And so like it made it so that if you wanted like some cool armor and specifically stuff like there's an armor called, this is like the one that everybody wanted. It was the Hayabusa armor because it had a katana on the back. And like in order to do that, you had to like complete like the story mode on legendary with like 5 skulls on, and the skulls could like range from anything to like when you kill a grunt with a headshot, like confetti will pop out, or like you're gonna die in like one hit. And like
Shit.
so when you like wanted this armor, like you really had to like fucking earn it by like playing the game and like really like getting good at it, which I think is like really cool that it's something that crosses over from single player to multiplayer.
Hmm.
The other armor that is like this, I think this one's the more infamous one. It's known as the recon armor. And the reason why it was so difficult to fucking get was not only did you have to do stuff with skulls on, but you also needed Halo ODST, and you needed to like do a bunch of achievements on Halo ODST and then like go back to Halo 3 and like do those missions. And then you would unlock Recon Armor. And that was by far the hardest armor to get. And if you saw anybody with it, like that they fucking like put in the time and effort.
Damn, that's sick. I mean, also, fun fact, I know what ODST stands for because I kept asking my friend about it when I was younger.
Yeah.
Is Orbital Drop Shock Trooper.
Yeah. I want to
I
go
don't
in the
know
little
why I know
pod.
that, but I do.
That lives in your brain rent free now. Isn't that great?
Honestly, it does. It's like I remember in high school, um a friend of mine, because I was getting into the Assassin's Creed series,
Yeah.
um he would test me on knowing the full names of the protagonists.
Oh
So
God. Oh
like he
no.
would like we would just be sitting in like English class and he would just say like Altair and I would just instinctively respond with Ibn Lahad. And then if he said Ezio, I'd say Aritori da Firenze.
Oh my God. I only
Those
know
two
their first
names,
names. Okay.
those two names live in my fucking head rent free. Let me tell you what.
You were conditioned to learn the characters from Assassin's Creed.
I
This is like
was.
you may need to go to therapy about this. I don't. I don't know. Hey. But yeah, Halo 3's armor was always just like I thought was really cool. There's another thing. It's not really something you can unlock though. You would have to. The only way you could unlock this was if you worked for Bungee. But employees for Bungee, if if you saw them online because they would have something called Bungee Armor, which essentially would make their helmet be on fire, and it was like a little particle effect on their helmet. Uh,
Yeah, I love stuff like that. Like, just I miss like just unlockables like that. I mean, like yeah, like with like I guess like Call of Duty, I think Warzone, like you can get like gun skins and whatnot, but even then, like most of them you have to get by paying for them.
yeah, either that or you just you grind an ungodly amount. And like I hope you like Call of Duty, like put in that time. I mean, I guess it's shit's just different now. Like I don't think there'll ever be another game that will like have that feature of what you do in the campaign carries over to multiplayer. I think the closest we've had to that in recent time would be like Splatoon.
Hmm.
But yeah, other than that, it's very rare for anything like that to happen.
I do appreciate that a lot of indie games uh will include stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that's also true.
Like you can tell that those people grew up at the time that we did.
Yeah, yeah, and I think maybe that's why it just works for us because our brains are like, oh, this is nostalgic. I remember this,
Yeah,
but
like
like,
specifically like Shovel Knight.
oh my god, dude.
Shovel Knight has so many unlockables in it. They've got like secret codes if you put in certain names and shit.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
like big head mode. You could change the color of your armor. Like just little things like that make me really appreciate that because like they don't have to include that type of shit.
No, they really don't. But like, I think it also just proves like stuff like that, like unlockables like that. I think go to show that the team that worked on it were really passionate and like really loved what they were making.
Hmm.
Hit me with your next one.
So this one is like it definitely shows how like archaic it is, but just like the concept of unlockable characters in a fighting game.
Yeah, I knew this was gonna be a topic that we had to talk about.
I mean, like the only one that still does it is Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Uh, but nowadays it's like if you want this new character, better buy the season pass.
Although also to be fair, even though Smash Bros is like the only one that still does it, they've gotten a lot more like lenient on how you want, like literally like it's so easy to unlock all the characters in Smash Ultimate. Like
Oh yeah.
it's not this. I remember back in like Melee when it was a fucking challenge if you wanted to get the full roster.
Uh, by chance, do you remember how to unlock Luigi in Melee?
No, I don't even fucking remember how to get Luigi.
You had to play adventure mode,
Hmm.
and you had to finish the first stage of adventure mode with a 2 in the seconds with a 2 in the in your seconds like
Oh,
counter.
oh my
And then
god,
you had to
that's
beat
right.
Luigi afterwards.
That's right. I fucking forgot about that.
Trust me, like you're talking to the dude who has unlocked all the characters in Melee like I don't know how many times.
Well, the only one that stays in my head is the fucking Mewtwo. Where
Mewtwo.
you have, yeah, of course, everyone remembers that because everybody had to do that.
Keep your game on all night.
Oh my god. I love the fact that like everybody who grew up with Melee has that like joined like memory experience of leaving your GameCube on like all night.
I don't know if you particularly had this, like if you knew about this growing up, but there used to be a very famous internet rumor
Hmm.
that if you could get 25 KOs in Cruel Melee, you could unlock Sonic and
Yeah,
Tails.
I was aware of that. Boy, did I cry trying.
No, because I remember because my older cousin,
Mhm.
like we stayed up one night until like 2 a.m. and he actually did it. And like
What?
me and all my cousins, we like fucking screamed because we thought we were gonna fucking unlock Sonic and Tails,
Oh, that's sad.
and there was no Sonic and Tails.
Dude, no. I'm sorry.
But yeah, like Melee
Oh,
Ultimate definitely made it easier. But
yeah.
um it's like I remember fucking playing specifically like Tekken's 3 through 5,
Hmm.
and those games were full of unlockable characters.
Oh, really? And was it
Yeah,
like
yeah.
difficult to like unlock them or?
No, it was literally just like beat the arcade mode, and then like you unlock them like in sequence.
Oh, okay, okay, that's easy.
But still, it was really cool because it's like there's a whole ass roster that you have to unlock.
Yeah, yeah.
And then like the boss character would be like hard as shit, but then if you beat the arcade mode enough, like you could play as the fucking boss character.
Well, I think that's honestly like the treat about in fighting games with unlockable characters is that when you start off the game, like they give you a balanced roster, and like the whole point is that when you unlock more characters, like it's like the best way I can explain it's like it's broadening your horizons. It's introducing like more little like wild cards to like kind of rearrange like your own little meta. Like imagine like starting with a game with like just like the base roster with like friends, and like you already kind of like understand like what is like in your like group's meta, and then as you unlock like these like special characters, like that shit changes and it keeps the game alive.
Yeah, like it's stuff like that that like I genuinely miss because you don't get that with like games nowadays, with fighting games nowadays. Cause it's like you have the entire base cast for free, but if you want this character, you gotta pay $5.99.
Yeah. And like even Smash Bros is pretty guilty about that. I that was kind of like the thing I didn't like with Smash 4 with them like holding Mewtwo like hostage like that. Like when it's like a returning character, I'm like, come on. Like you're really gonna make me pay for like a returning character?
Dude, it's funny because I was well known amongst my friend group for playing Roy, even though he sucked in Melee. Like, I love Roy. He's genuinely one of my favorite Fire Emblem characters of all time. He was my favorite Melee character until I got like really competitive with it, and I found out that Marth is literally just Roy, but better in every way. Um, but I am never gonna forget how many people tagged me on like Facebook when the Roy trailer dropped. Like, literally, like my entire feed was just full of people tagging me like, "Oh, your boy is back! Like it's your boy," stuff like that.
Oh my god. And of course you sunk the money.
I sunk the money. I mained Roy for a good while. Uh, Never gonna forget the This was such a fucking funny experience, but uh, I'm never gonna forget when I was at the community college I go to, El Camino.
Mhm.
Um, I was known in the activity center because I was good at Smash. Like the way I got because like before I played Smash there, like no one knew who I was because I just wouldn't talk with anyone really, like because I didn't know anybody there.
Right, right.
And then Smash 4 came out, and me being the Smash player that I was like, I saw people playing it on 3DS, and I was like, oh hey, can I join? Like they were doing free for alls, but I didn't mind. Like I just wanted to play with people.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, sure. Uh, and I remember I picked Jigglypuff, and people thought I was trolling. And I remember
This
I
kid thinks
won.
he's Hungry Box. Hey everybody, look.
Well, no, I think this was before some of these people even knew like a lot about competitive Smash.
Oh
And
jeez.
I remember I won a free for all with a 3-man rest.
Jeez,
And
dude.
everybody was just looking at me like, what the fuck is this kid? uh, and I became there's a group of players in Melee called like the Five Gods of Melee.
Mhm.
Uh, when I was like playing Smash 4 like legitimately competitively, at El Camino, I was known as one of the three gods of Elko. Like people like there's like state power rankings for Smash 4 and Smash Ultimate and Melee even, where like they rank the best people in a region, like from like 0 to like the top 10 or top 50 whatever.
Oh damn.
Somebody made like a power rankings for El Camino, and I was on there even though like I didn't necessarily practice the game as seriously. Like literally I was just kind of carried by my fundamentals for Melee.
Right, right.
But like I was considered such a threat back in the day, like that people legitimately thought that I was like like I said, they called me one of the three gods of Elko. And like people knew that I loved to style, and like I would rarely go for like the optimal play.
Mhm.
But I'm never gonna forget that one time we were doing teams matches, and when I play teams or like doubles, I play considerably different because my mindset is not, oh, if I lose, it's just me losing. It's if I lose, then my partner also loses.
It's more at stake. The
Yeah, like
risks have been raised.
I don't give a shit if I lose personally. Like if I lose, but I'm having a good time, then I don't care. But what if my my teammate doesn't want to lose?
Yeah.
And I made like a 2v1 comeback when I had one stock and the other people had like two stocks each. And people just were like this kid's like fucking cracked out of his mind. And I'm never gonna forget that there was this one dude who he kept saying that he was the best Sheik at El Camino. And this was when Sheik was like considered like one of the best characters in the game, but she was also considered like one of the most difficult characters to play. But people kept telling him, "No, Tyus is the best Sheik." And like I wasn't even telling people to say this. Like I legitimately just didn't know about this because like he would come on the days that I wasn't there or whatever.
God. And then one
And
day he like swung open the doors to the saloon and he said, "Now where's this Tyus fella?"
essentially, like one day, like he just got pissed because people kept saying like, oh, you guys say Tyus is the best Sheik, Tyus is the best. He's like, I want to know who this Tyus guy is. And I was just like I heard him, and I just kind of turned. I was like, I'm Tyus. he's like, okay, look, everyone says you're the best Sheik, so I want to play you in a Sheik Ditto right now to find out who's the best Sheik. And I was like,
Alright.
okay, like what the fuck?
Let me finish my Pringles.
And so like I played against this guy and I beat him. And he gave me the title of best Sheik, and then he's like, okay, well I'm not the best Sheik, but I'm still the best Roy. And I was like, oh, sorry to break it to you, buddy. Like I play Roy, and so we played for the title of best Roy, and I beat him again.
After that, he packed his bags and some say he's still in Tibet
No, I'm never gonna forget
looking for the answer
when
of
Cloud
life.
came out. When Cloud came out as DLC,
They say he's the best
he
Cloud.
came in. No, he came in one day, and we were playing, and he just looked at me. He's like, "Are you playing Cloud?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he just went, "Damn it!" and walked away.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh, sorry for that long ass tangent, but yeah, unlockable fighters in video games. I miss that shit.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, yeah, it really does feel like I don't know, because I'm trying to figure out how to word this. Like, what's the next like fighting game series I think that needs to come out with like a character roster to get hype over? What are we missing? Are we due for a new Marvel vs. Capcom, or was Infinite too soon?
It's not that Infinite was too soon. It's more that Infinite was too bad.
You said it was good.
I I thought it was good.
Mm.
If you look at the consensus of the internet, however,
Well,
that
they're
is
wrong.
that's a completely different opinion.
Mm. Mm.
Me personally, uh, I really love the gameplay of Marvel Infinite. But even I can admit that the graphics and the sound design are pretty ass, to say the least.
Well, hey, maybe the next one will be a real banger.
I mean, who knows, right? Because like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite was meant to be like a revival of the Marvel vs. Capcom series because um there was the whole falling out with Capcom and Marvel, or I guess like more specifically like Capcom and Disney.
Oh,
Um
okay.
which is why like you can't buy Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on, because like there used to be a digital version.
Wait, seriously? I didn't know this.
Yeah, there was a digital version on the PS3 and Xbox 360 like stores. There was a
Uh,
digital version for Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and there was also Marvel vs. Capcom Origins, which was Marvel vs. Capcom 1 with like rollback netcode online and shit.
what
Like
the
it
fuck?
was it was genuinely a good product, and I think Marvel vs. Capcom Origins also came with Marvel superheroes and Capcom or X-Men vs. Street Fighter.
And then when the Disney buyout happened, like they just shit went like south. Like,
Shit went south and there was like licensing issues, and they just took off those games from the eStore. It's why if you have Marvel vs. Capcom 2 download on your PS3 or Xbox 360, like those things sell for a lot of money. Like
oh my god,
genuinely.
that's really disappointing. Holy shit.
Yeah, and so it's why Marvel vs. Capcom 3 getting announced was like a fucking huge deal because everyone thought the series was dead.
Yeah, I can see that now.
Yeah, but then and then after that, like we got Marvel vs. Capcom 3 wasn't supported for very long post-launch.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, like it got kind of poor reception critically because of the paid DLC being pre-installed on the disc. You had to,
Yeah. Speaking of last week's episode.
yeah. So because of that, like Marvel vs. Capcom 3 didn't do too well, and then literally like less than a year later, they released Marvel vs. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and
Jeez.
so because of that, like it didn't do too well, I think, sales wise.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think sales wise, like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite actually outdid Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I could be mistaken on that, but I'm pretty sure that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is though is that there was such a horrible reception like to it that a lot of people don't think that they're going to be coming back with any Marvel vs. Capcom games.
Oh, that's really a
But
shame.
at the same time, there's been a huge shakeup of Marvel's, or not Marvel's, of Capcom's fighting game division.
Mm-hmm.
So it's possible.
I want to see a Marvel vs. Capcom that's like basically a hand-drawn art style, kind of like the sprites from 2, but like actually like hand-drawn.
Hmm.
Like that'd be so fucking rad.
I don't think a hand-drawn style would ever be possible, simply because like the indie game Skullgirls,
Mm-hmm.
it has the world record for the most hand-drawn frames in a video game.
Oh.
And don't get me wrong, that game looks absolutely beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Like uh fucking what's it called? Skullgirls, like by far is like one of the best Marvel inspired fighting games, and it's in my opinion one of the best looking fighting games of all time.
Mm-hmm.
But like I know that the artists and put like a shitload of work into it because the lead artist, or I guess former lead artist for Lab Zero, Kiniko, she's married
Uh-huh.
to Tyson Heese.
That guy I met that one time and didn't know who he was. Yes.
Yeah,
And
she's
even though I claim to be a Sonic fan, go on.
she would do streams where she would like hand draw like frame by frame each
Holy
like
shit.
the moves of characters.
No shit. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Uh,
So because of that, I feel like a hand drawn art style would never work just because I don't think that
they want to sink that much
Marvel
money
or
into it.
yeah, I think they would have to pay their artists like way too much money for that to ever be a thing.
Ah, that's a shame.
As much as I'd love for it to happen, but I just think it's not like viable.
Yeah, fair enough. On the topic of unlockable characters, there's a certain series that has a special place in my heart that's full of very quirky and fun unlockable characters that even crosses over with Marvel a few times. That is Tony Hawk, Pro Skater.
Oh, dude.
There's so many good unlockable characters in that game.
I love being able to play as Spider-Man.
Oh my
Like
god, dude,
genuinely,
Spider-Man. Yeah,
I actually genuinely love that.
that is one of the best unlockable characters I think in gaming is Spider-Man for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. But the one that I'm specifically thinking of goes to the Tony Hawk game that I grew up with, which was Tony Hawk's Underground 2. You could you could unlock Shrek. You could play as Shrek in
Yes, I do
that game.
remember seeing that because I think that they at a Games Done Quick they used Shrek for the speed run.
I just think it's so fucking funny. Like they like the model doesn't even like work. Like it doesn't like fit like the board or like anything. But it's so wonderful. But yeah,
Yeah.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater is filled with like a ton of like cool unlockable characters. Like you could be one of the band members of Kiss. You could be Iron Man, Wolverine, Darth Maul was an unlockable character, and that was like I think before Episode 1 came out.
Wasn't there some drama with like a porn star like not
Yeah,
exactly being in it, but like they used like it was pretty much her, but not her.
yeah, it's in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1, it's a character unlocked I think it's unlocked by a cheat code. Her name I think it's like Sergeant Guerrera or something like that. Hold on, let me I think it's like wait, THPS. Sergeant. I'm gonna probably get like porn if I look this up. Sergeant Guerrera. But yeah, it was long. What is? No, that's not it. Oh my god, what is her name? This is gonna drive me crazy, but I know who you're talking about. It's a character I think you can only unlock via cheat code, and it was kind of put in there as like an inside joke with the developers.
Oh,
And
the character's name was Daisy, and she is based on the porn star Jenna
oh wait,
Jameson.
okay, wait, maybe I'm not thinking of the same one.
At least, oh wait, this one is from Pro Skater 4.
Oh, okay, yeah, this is not the one I knew of.
Carrera was in Pro Skater 3 though.
Yeah,
Private Carrera.
yeah, Private Carrera. Okay. It's like that was like a whole other one where like I forgot, I was watching some documentary about it and they're like asking the director of the game, and I think she is modeled based on either, I think it might be just a regular like fashion model, or was a porn star. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I mean like I don't know, man. There's something just so funny about the Tony Hawk series. And I really hope that it makes a comeback since the remakes of 1 and 2 did so well. The only downside about the fucking remakes of 1 and 2 is that you can't play as Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm sure it's just a licensing thing.
Yeah, Activision doesn't have the rights to Marvel anymore. Just a shame, just a shame. But yeah, definitely Tony Hawk's Underground was full of cool stuff like that. I'm trying to think in terms of like levels. One of my favorite things, I think I showed this when I was playing it on stream. There is a string of levels that basically kind of, they don't necessarily like tell a story, but like they have like a big payoff if you do all the little like Easter egg things. And essentially, you start on like an alien spaceship, and then you have to press these like hidden buttons by doing grind tricks, which then open a portal to go to an Aztec temple. And in the Aztec temple, you have to knock over all the skulls. Or no, wait, no, not skulls. No, you have to spray paint like these like little statues. And once you do that, it opens up a portal to hell. Then when you're in hell, you got to do a wall plant on these like it's like a rib cage, and you got a wall plant on the ribs. After you do the wall plant on the ribs, this giant like demon mouth opens up, and you go inside the demon mouth, and it takes you to like the Lucifer's office, and you go inside, and he's in there, and you like talk to him, and then he just starts dancing, and that's like the big reward at the end, is you get to dance with the devil in the pale moonlight.
What the fuck?
It's fucking incredible.
That's wild.
Yeah, I love Tony Hawk's Underground. They're great games. Anyway, hit me with another unlockable reward.
So this one's actually from a game that you mentioned earlier,
Ooh.
which is Tofu from Resident Evil 2.
Oh my god. I literally only found out about this because of the survivor, or is it survivor modes or something? In the remake, they have a mode where you can play as the Tofu.
You know you can unlock them in the remake too, right?
Yeah, I'm not good enough for that though.
But yeah, it's just like stuff like that, and like the fact that originally, like, because they talked about it, like Heroes originally meant to just be like you know, like that like box model, so like they could test like collision in the game and whatnot.
Yeah.
But then they just like, fuck it. And so like
Tofu.
with Tofu, like every time you take damage, like part of him gets like eaten.
Yeah. Oh my god. It looks so good. Honestly.
Yeah, like I think that's just really cool.
Yeah, Tofu is fucking hilarious. Um Something I was thinking of was the NES games, the Animal Crossing on GameCube.
Oh, I forgot about those.
Yeah, man, just kind of like anytime a game has a like another game as just like a little secret unlock, it's kind of incredible.
Yeah, but that's emulation, so Nintendo's gonna come to everybody's house and shoot their copy of the original Animal Crossing on GameCube.
I was about to say Nintendo's just about to like kill themselves. Like they just like have a gun up to Nintendo. who put this in here. I mean, like, I think the to be fair though, like you needed to either have I think it was like the e-reader cards or by cheat code. The only one I think I ever had was Clue Clue Land.
Hmm.
But I had a friend that had like I think Donkey Kong was available. I could be wrong, and I think Mario Bros. My cousin was always like the one who like had all this shit. I think he used an action replay. I don't think he actually got that shit legitimately. But like, yeah, that I always thought that that was like super cool in Animal Crossing that you could get NES games.
Oh yeah, definitely. Something else. I think this is one that we both kind of really love. Um, and it's the Fierce Deities mask in Majora's Mask.
Hell yeah. The funny thing is,
I-
I didn't even realize that that was a reward. I just because like naturally playing Majora's Mask, you just want to get all the masks. I thought.
yeah, it's weird because like you don't think of it to be one, but
Hmm.
like because like you can easily beat the game without getting all of the masks,
Yeah,
but like wearing the Fierce Deities mask and just like beating the shit out of Majora like effortlessly is just such a good payoff to the game.
I'm going. I'm going to. I'm not trashing Breath of the Wild when I say this because I think what the Fierce Deities mask does is what I feel like Breath of the Wild wanted to do with how they handled like the champion okay, because like when you do all the divine beasts and you go to fight Ganon, the divine beasts like basically take out like half of Ganon's health when you start that
Mhm.
boss fight, and I feel like it kind of like I feel like it kind of cheapens that fight a bit. And like one could argue that the Fierce Deities mask makes you way like overpowered when you're fighting Majora, but like honestly, like the way that it works, because you literally had to get all the masks and like you hear all the stories and like it's like everything has come together from this game into that, and like it doesn't feel cheap. It feels like really earned. But to me, like with like the divine beasts, it's like the divine beasts are like something that like I don't know, like you have to do. I always felt like you don't really have to, I guess, but like I don't know, it felt cheaper than the Fierce Deities mask, if that makes sense.
No, it definitely did because at least with the Fierce Deities mask you got to do something, but with the Divine Beasts, it's literally just oh, I'm starting the fight and then oh, now it's halfway over.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's exactly it.
And I think that that's the flaw with it because like you genuinely want to play more of Breath of the Wild,
Yeah.
but the Divine Beast unlockable just literally makes you play less Breath of the Wild.
It's true. It really is it. I and like I love again. I nothing will ever take away that I love Breath of the Wild, and like if it weren't for Majora's Mask, like Breath of the Wild would probably be my favorite Zelda game. And in some ways, I still think like Breath of the Wild gameplay wise may be my favorite. But like,
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah, just I never liked that aspect about the final boss. Is just that like literally they tank out like a half of it, and I'm like, okay, well, thank you for leaving some for me to fight.
Yeah, it's like it's just super unfortunate because like I get why they did it because they even say like, oh, if you do this, like the final boss is going to be made easier.
Yeah.
But like I would have wished it could have been something like the champions buff you or something
Yeah, I mean, like that's the
similarly to
thing.
the Fierce Deities mask.
Yeah, because like when
But
you do the divine beast, like you do get like an ability that like does actually like make you stronger and add to your like traversal, and it helps your whole goal of exploring in the game.
yeah,
And like that does a good job of that. But then when it comes to the end, it's literally just blue beam save day.
yeah, I just remember being really like I was like, oh man, this is like the one like downside to this like fucking amazing game.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. But yeah, Fierce Deities Mask was definitely like such a rewarding like feeling. And and again, like you said, it's like it makes you in control.
Yeah, because it's not like you just watch a cutscene and then oh boom, like you killed half of Majora's life. It's literally you're beating Majora's ass, but you're just like fucking cracked out of your mind.
Yeah. Like it's literally like just the raw fucking primal like rage.
Yeah, it's literally like we know that this is gonna make the final boss easy as shit, but you know what? You earned this.
Oh, it's so fun, and like that sword, like with the like two like strands, like going. Oh, it's so cool, so fucking cool. Um, Speaking of Breath of the Wild, though, also in terms of a reward, like I do like how Breath of the Wild Link has his own green tunic.
Yeah, I do like how that is actually an unlockable.
Yeah, I mean, even though it basically makes that, I mean, like you can even think of it as endgame content in terms of like you get it from doing all the shrines. But if you do all the shrines before doing the final boss, it's almost like I'm gonna go do the final boss now, and I can like put on the actual attire. Although you'll be super fucking weak if you wear it, but you know.
Yeah, I mean it is a nice little thing like to have.
Yeah, I mean, like, cause it at least like to all the people that complained about Blue Link, like he does have like in universe his own like green tunic to be in line with like the past heroes. For me personally, like I have no issue with him in the like blue tunic with the like hood. I think that's honestly like a pretty good like look, makes him stand apart. But
Yeah,
like
no, same.
it's really cool that that is like just a reward that like oh yeah like look he actually like it's almost like a dawning of like his own place within like the line of heroes, and like it shows he's worthy.
Yeah, definitely.
Really cool. Hit me with another.
Okay, so this one goes out to a series that I hold very dearly to my heart, and that is the Metal Gear Solid series.
Ooh, okay.
And uh, these games have a lot of unlockables that, in my opinion, are just great. Like in Metal Gear Solid One, uh, based on who you save, because like there's a spoilers for like how old is this fucking game? I think it came out in 1999.
Yeah,
Uh,
so like 20, that's 22 years old.
yeah. Game came out. Oh no, came out in 1998. So, spoiler
Oh, so
for
same age
a
as me, holy shit. Let's
spoiler for a
go.
23-year-old game. But um, at the end of the game, you get to choose between saving Meryl, or well, it's not necessarily a choice, but if you succeed in this mashing mini game, then you save like I guess kind of like the female lead Meryl, but
Hmm.
if you don't, she dies.
Oh, okay.
Uh, but if you save her at the end of the game, she gives you her bandana,
Uh-huh.
which gives you infinite ammo
What the fuck?
for your next playthrough.
Oh, so
And
you
there's
could do like a whole new playthrough with just infinite ammo.
yeah. And one of the coolest things is like the FAMAS in that game.
Uh-huh.
If you're down to your last three bullets, the last three bullets just do like an insane amount of damage, and you can tell because like they have like this red kind of like tracing effect after you shoot them, and it's also like highlighted on your like on the screen like those last three bullets are like special.
Oh, damn.
So if you wait until you have three bullets left in your FAMAS and then equip the bandana, you just have like a cracked out FAMAS that you can just murder shit with.
That's so fucking funny. I love that shit though. Like just fun unlockables that literally just are for purely having fun.
Yeah, but then if you if Meryl dies and you escape with Otacon,
Hmm.
you instead get Otacon's stealth camo, so you can just turn completely invisible and just run through the whole game invisible.
I would say that works out pretty well for a stealth game, doesn't it?
And then you can, if you do like two new game pluses, you can play the game with both infinite ammo and invisibility.
Oh my god.
And if you beat the game the third time, you unlock a James Bond suit, like a tuxedo for Snake.
That's so cool. What the fuck?
Yeah,
That's so cool.
and
The only thing. Oh, yeah, go.
go ahead. You go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, I know, like, next to nothing about the plot of the first Metal Gear Solid outside of the Mega 64 video.
Honestly, the Mega 64 video, like where you're talking about like the live action one where they have like
Yeah.
cardboard and shit, right? Like that one kind of explains things pretty well, like funnily enough. But um, it's funny. So in Metal Gear Solid 2, they actually reference the infinite ammo bandana.
What?
Yeah, like so you meet like the main character of
So
Metal Gear
it's
Solid 2,
canon?
Raiden. It's canon. he he meets up with you meet up with like Solid Snake at the end of Metal Gear Solid 2, and he
Uh-huh.
gives Raiden like I don't remember what gun it is, but he gives Raiden a gun. Or no, he gives him a bunch of ammo, and then like Raiden's like, "Don't you need this?" And then Snake taps his headband, and it's got a little infinity symbol because now it's not just like blurry
Oh
polygons.
my god.
He taps his bandana and he says, "Don't need it. Infinite ammo."
Wait, like he literally just straight up acknowledges it,
Like
like
no joke. Like he actually says it.
so. But 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 that's so like universe breaking. I would think. How do they explain the?
Dude, there's like magic in fucking Metal Gear Solid. They stopped taking like it takes itself seriously, but like to just the right amount.
The only Metal Gear Solid game I've beaten is Ground Zeroes, and then which is literally just like basically like a demo for Phantom Pain, and then I've
Yeah.
played like a few of the opening missions in Phantom Pain.
Yeah, there's so many cool things in the entire Metal Gear Solid series. Like in Metal Gear Solid 3,
Hmm.
there's this whole thing where you have to be like you have to like hunt for food to survive and eat and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
But in one of the areas of the game you can find this legendary snake. It's like it's commonly referred in Japanese mythology. It's called a Tsuchinoko.
Uh huh.
If you find this snake and you beat the game while having it in your like having it in your inventory, like because if you eat it it's like a full heal. It's like the best healing item in the game essentially.
The fuck?
But if you beat
Okay.
the game while you have it in your inventory, you unlock the infinity face camo, so then you can have infinite ammo again.
What the fuck? Wait, it sounds like they
And
just made some shit up just so that you could have infinite ammo again.
like they have so many things like this in Metal Gear Solid. Like another one is in the same game Metal Gear Solid 3.
Uh huh.
Uh there's one of the bosses, his name is
Oh,
the
yeah, I know. Yeah, I know this one. This one's classic.
Yeah, and he's like an old sniper. But
Hmm.
if you're having trouble beating him, if you save the game and then you you exit the game and you don't play for like a week, or you just go to the date setting of your PlayStation 2 or your 3DS and just go forward a week. The next time you load into the game, there's going to be a cutscene where Snake finds the end dead from old age.
And then he unlocks Mewtwo.
Because he left the game on for a while.
Oh my god, that's so. I love, like, that is one of my favorite like attention to detail. I would call it a reward, honestly. Like,
Yeah, and then this is a special one for Metal Gear Solid 4 because um, in the story of Metal Gear Solid 4, you end up going back to the island that Metal Gear Solid 1 took place on, Shadow Moses
Shadow
Island.
Mode.
And on the like helicopter right there, Snake dozes off, and he has a dream, and the dream is literally the very first part of Metal Gear Solid 1.
Wait, is it like in the, like, is it updated graphics or is
No,
it
no, it's old blocky. It's literally just Metal
what?
Gear Solid 1.
What the fuck?
And then after a little while, like Snake wakes up. But if you don't skip the cutscene and you play out that little bit of Metal Gear Solid 1,
Uh
you
huh.
unlock a special face camo for Snake that allows him to look like blocky Metal Gear Solid 1 Snake.
Okay, that's great. I thought you were literally about to say when you said face camo, I thought it was gonna be the fucking infinite ammo again. I'm like, god damn it.
No, but you can get the infinite ammo. There's a way to get infinite ammo, but you like there's like a currency in the game
Mm,
and you just essentially have to get like a shitload of money to be able to buy it.
just like in real life.
But yeah, like those are my my shout outs to Metal Gear Solid, because I feel like those are some of the best unlockables and Easter eggs in the entire game.
Yeah, man, I gotta agree. That's so fucking awesome. Metal Gear Solid has always been a series I wanted to get into. And I tried to get. I mean, I'm still playing Phantom Pain. Like I've always kind of like on and off with like a lot of games just because I always cycle through like everything all at once. But I've always the one I've always wanted to play is I think it is 3. It's the is that one like set during the Vietnam War?
It's set during the Cold War.
Cold War, okay. But yeah, I just I don't know. I've always wanted to play that game.
Uh, once it is more so, once it is safe to be able to meet up, you could borrow it from me on my 3DS.
Yeah, okay, that'd be great.
And the 3DS one actually also has a special unlockable thing.
What is it?
Uh, yeah. So one, before you play it, uh, it fuck, what was it? It gives you like a little survey kind of,
Uh-huh.
where it asks you like, oh, which Metal Gear Solids have you played, or is this your first one? Like, how difficult do you want it to be, essentially?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um, and based on what you answer, you get special face cam, because like the whole thing with Metal Gear Solid 3 is like you have to change like your face camo and the camo of the outfit you're wearing, so that way you can blend into the environment better. So you can, because you have a camo
Oh yeah,
index, which
yeah.
tells you how well hidden you are.
Right.
But and so based on what you answer, the game will give you special base camos that give you different buffs.
Mm-hmm.
And like, because it'll ask you like if you like it'll ask you if you like Metal Gear Solid 4, Peace Walker, or like the old like Metal Gear Solid 1 or 2.
Oh, like it specifically calls out to those ones?
Yeah, and based on which one you pick, it'll give you like the specific face camo like that kind of goes for that game.
Oh,
But then
cool.
if you play, I've never played a Metal Gear before, it gives you all of them, and it gives you a bunch of other bonuses, so that way the game could be a bit easier for you.
That sounds perfect for a casual like me. I don't care how many people are judging me right now. I got the invincible Tanuki suit. What do you want? No,
And then
I actually never used it. Okay, don't attack me.
there's there's also like um this thing in Metal Gear Solid 3, or the 3DS version,
Mhm.
where because in Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater originally, there was a little Easter egg where you could shoot these what's it called? These little frogs called kerotans.
Uh-huh.
And if you shoot all 64 of them in the game,
Uh-huh.
uh, then you get the stealth camo, which lets you again turn invisible. But in the 3DS version, they have been replaced with Yoshis.
Yeah, shoot Yoshis.
They're like little Yoshi-like statues, so it's
Is
not like
it?
you're actually shooting Yoshi.
No, it's actual Yoshi in blood and screaming, and it's awful. Isn't it Metal Gear Solid 2 where there's like the Yoshi and Mario like figure
That's the remake
on
of
the
Metal Gear
desk?
Solid 1 on GameCube, called
Oh,
Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes.
this is my big brain.
But like pretty much like when you're near one of the Yoshi figures, you will hear the sound that he makes when he like shoots out his tongue.
Huh.
Uh,
That's actually kind of creepy if I heard that in like an abandoned building in the distance.
yeah, but if you shoot them all, you get the stealth camo.
Just these are just like really nice, clever little rewards.
Yeah. I just I just love it, dude. Like
Yeah, man. I totally get it.
it's stuff like that that just makes Metal Gear Solid 3 to me, or not 3, just the entirety of Metal Gear Solid, just so much fun because like it's got a very serious story, but they also are just straight up like, oh, how could I forget about this one? Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. Um, uh, you literally you can fucking kill Rathalos.
Oh, that's what that's from?
Yeah, you can fight Rathalos, Tigrex,
That's
and
the inspiration for the movie.
they
You know that actually literally is the inspiration, right?
oh no.
Yeah, that the director came out and said that he saw that and he literally like that's how he got the idea for
Oh,
the
you're
US
fucking
military.
kidding me, really?
Yeah.
Oh no, now I'm gonna hate that Easter egg because in Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker,
Oh
um
shit. No.
you can you can unlock the ability to fucking fight Rathalos, Tigrex, and they made a special unique Elder Dragon specifically for Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker called Gear Rex.
What the fuck? That's so cool.
Yeah. And yeah, it's just it's just a thing.
I love that. I fucking love that. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta play Metal Gear Solid games. I know I'd like
Honestly,
them.
the first Metal Gear Solid holds up to this day.
I could. How expensive do you think is the remake for GameCube? Probably
Probably
pretty.
pretty pricey.
Yeah, because GameCube games are always a fucking bitch to get. I hate that.
I mean, let me look it up. It is currently selling for on DK Oldies. It's selling for $145.
Bro, why? Oh. I low key consider myself a GameCube collector just because I think I have like more in-box GameCube games than any other system I own.
Mm-hmm.
And like I would actually legitimately like want oh my god. It's gotta be sometimes GameStop has like some I'm not gonna go shopping for this right now. I'll look this up later. But I think sometimes you'd be surprised. GameStop actually sometimes has pretty good deals.
Really? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
ever since they got into the retro game avenue, like they actually have some like fairly decent deals.
Hmm.
At least better than like, you know, 100 something dollars. So it'll still probably be like 60, but like it's way better than the other price.
If anything, if you don't mind, you
Hmm.
could borrow my PSP that I still have Metal Gear Solid 1 on.
Wait. Oh, you have it downloaded?
Yeah.
I was gonna say I could just play on my PSP. Shit. Yeah, I can't keep borrowing all this shit from you. I'm gonna need to get like a library card system. I could check
You
it
borrow
out.
3 things from me, and then you got to give it back to me within 2 weeks.
Exactly. It actually puts more pressure on me to actually beat the game. That could work. Anyway, on to the next
Sorry for going on for like fucking half an hour
oh
about this.
bro, no, don't even be sorry. Those are all like legitimately like really solid. Pun intended. Time for me to gush about a series that's near and dear to my heart.
Yeah,
Supersonic is a pretty good reward.
dude, not gonna lie, the the Supersonic and Metal or not Metal Gear fucking in Sonic Adventure 1 is pretty sick.
Colonel, the Chaos Emeralds. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I don't think it because I've never beaten any of the classic games, so obviously I've never gotten Supersonic in those. The only time I've ever gotten Supersonic was for like scripted events or in Sonic Generations and in Colors you can actually get Supersonic and like
Mhm.
play in the levels, and that was like the first time I ever was able to do that. But yeah, always just like every fucking even nah, never mind. I'm not gonna give Sonic 06 fucking any credit. But like anytime it comes to like the final boss of a Sonic game, and like you're supersonic, and like you got the fucking butt rock playing loud, like no better feeling in the world. Let me tell you.
Yeah, honestly, like Crush 40 music knows how to fucking pump you up. I'm just saying.
That butt rock, I could topple a regime to that music. Like I was listening to I watched like 2 video essays about Sonic recently that were like an hour long. One of them was analyzing like the music, and like they pointed out like a lot of games when it comes to like a final boss, they'll always do like either like really big orchestral like music that is like really kind of like big in despair, and like, you know, it's like very like threatening and like puts you in like this very dramatic position. But for like Sonic games, and I think Devil May Cry kind of does this too, but it's like it's more like the soundtrack is put there to like kick you in the action and be like, you could do it, like fucking time to kick ass, like this is your chance.
Dude,
And it's like,
fucking
I
live and
love
learn
that.
when you're fighting the bio lizard
Big.
in space.
I fucking love the fact that like Live and Learn is this amazing rock anthem, and it's set to 2 hedgehogs in space flying around fighting a giant fucking lizard trying to stop a giant face space station from crashing into the earth.
It's so fucking hype. Like,
It's so fucking good, dude.
and then I fucking showed you that Metal Gear, or not Metal Gear. I keep fucking thinking about Metal Gear now.
Colonel.
Colonel.
Space Colony arc.
Can you imagine if in fucking Sonic Adventure 2, when the gun, and the GUN dude is like talking, like when he's transporting Sonic, it's just fucking Snake's voice.
Oh my god, that'd be so good. I want that.
But fucking, I showed you that Kill a Kill is just Sonic Adventure 2.
Yes,
The anime.
it is. It's true. And it seems like I keep seeing more and more posts like combining the two. I literally saw a GIF today of like Shadow doing the whole like when Ryuko, or fuck, what's her name? Is it Ryuko? Ryuko?
Yeah.
When she like spins like the scissor blade and like holds it out, it's like Shadow doing that motion.
For people who are curious, just look up Kill la Kill OST final boss theme.
Tyus literally like unveiled that to me at work while we were supposed to be like taking care of tables. It was so good though. It literally like blew my mind. But yeah, Supersonic is always a really, really good reward, and if you're Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Hypersonic is pretty hype. Although they never bring him back.
Hypersonic like a canon thing?
Yeah, Hypersonic. That's the thing that I fucking hate, is that like they have cool things that they've established before and they never touch them again. Hypersonic is real, and he is created due to the Super Emeralds.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, but you need the and Knuckles expansion in order to get him.
That sounds like it sounds like you're making it up, and I know you're not.
I'm not. You need the and Knuckles. You gotta add the and Knuckles. The creator of Sonic to this day still regrets that they split Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles into 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, you know what? I still think it was all worth it in the end. Anyway, yeah, so Supersonic, always a fun unlockable.
Mm-hmm. I think the last thing that I want to touch upon is just like in all the Final Fantasy games, pretty much, just the inclusion of like ultimate weapons.
Mm.
Because they are not remotely required to be able to finish the game. But when you get them, you just become like absurdly overpowered.
I'm trying to remember, my brain not work. Is Knights of the Round a ultimate weapon, or is that just like is that?
So it's not an ultimate weapon, but it is the like quite literally the strongest summon in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And there are 2 ways to get it.
Mm-hmm.
One,
I'm actually taking notes because I'm playing through it right now.
You breed quite literally like the best Chocobo possible, which is a gold Chocobo.
Oh.
Which lets you go through any terrain. Because
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
if you've done any chocobo breeding,
No, not
but
yet.
the regular yellow chocobo just lets you go like over land.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, blue chocobos let you go over water. They can just run on water.
Pikmin rules.
Green chocobos can run up mountaintops,
Oh.
and gold chocobos can do all of that.
Oh my
So
god.
there's a little island on the world map of Final Fantasy VII where Knights of the Round's materia is,
Mm-hmm.
and to get it, you literally have to have a gold chocobo.
God.
The only other way to get it is to beat the ruby weapon super boss.
Oh, that sounds easy.
No, it's not.
Very easy.
Like the ruby and emerald weapon fights in Final Fantasy VII are so fucking insane. Like,
Jesus.
Ruby Weapon literally yeets two of your party members out of the fight at random, so you have to do it essentially with
Oh,
one
fuck
character.
that. No.
And not only that, but his attacks also do like more than your base HP pretty much, unless you have like completely cracked out stats.
Jesus Christ. Okay, fuck that.
But if you beat the ruby weapon, you get a special item that you can trade to an NPC, and he gives you one of every summon materia, including Knights of the Round.
God damn.
And
Holy shit.
fun fact, you can actually crash the game, Final Fantasy VII, if you use the quadcast materia paired with Knights of the Round.
I love the fact it's like think of it like you're actually fighting the game itself and you've just won.
Wait, how are you playing Final Fantasy VII? I'm curious.
On Switch. I got the Switch port.
All right, I can send you a link to a video which allows you to use RNG manipulation to breed the perfect chocobo without having to work for it at all.
Yes.
Which is literally what I
Please.
did, so I could get Knights of the Round really early and just kind of fucking break the game
I'm
entirely.
I'm rubbing my hands maniacally. Yes. Please. Send me this.
But yeah, so Knights of the Round
Perfect crime.
is one of the best in my. Also, it's just like such a sick summon animation, and I'm glad that they paid it homage in Final Fantasy 14.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, the
That-
final boss of Heavensward.
Oh, I remember this now.
They're literally called the Knights of the Round.
It's literally I literally like went right over my fucking head.
And the thing is, the Knights of the Round like summon attack is called Ultimate End,
Mm.
and the big cast that
Shatters the
Thornton
screen
does,
thing, right?
yeah, that thing is called Ultimate End.
Is it because it crashed the game? Is it in reference to the game breaking error?
No, it is not.
I'd like to think it is.
But I think it's really cool that they paid homage to it in that way.
Yeah, yeah. um. Anyway, what are the ones? These ultimate weapons.
Um, I guess like arguably one of the most memorable ones are the celestial weapons from Final Fantasy X.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like one of the more infamous ones is Tidus's ultimate weapon, the Kalidbolg.
Mm.
Because the celestial weapons were special in the sense that you couldn't just get the weapon and have it be as OP as you wanted it. You had to get both a sigil and a crest, and you had to awaken these weapons.
Oh, okay.
But once you did, they became absolutely broken.
Jesus
Before
Christ.
that, they're like pretty useless. But once
Mm-hmm.
you awaken them, they get like the ability break damage limit, and each one is like customized specifically to your party members. So like Tidus is one, it does more damage the higher his HP is, which is a common theme with ultimate weapons. Like Clouds in Final Fantasy VII does the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, a cool thing about Clouds in Final Fantasy VII is that the glow of the sword actually gets brighter the higher your HP is.
Oh, that's
So you have
cool.
a way to see how like much damage you're going to be doing. But like Tidus's ultimate weapon, his has like because he has like a high dodge chance, so his is like if you dodge you counterattack, and if something hits you with a magic attack you automatically counterattack.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah, but getting Tidus's is a huge pain in the ass, specifically because you have to do this Chocobo racing mini game
It
where
always comes down to the fucking chocobos, doesn't it?
quite literally you have to beat the mini game with a time of less than 0 seconds. And the chocobo kind of
What?
just randomly kind of like move out into the way of like oncoming projectiles and just make you lose time.
What the fuck?
Fun fact though, I got so good at this mini game that I used to sell clears of it in my high school.
Dude, you keep telling me all these like how many like services you did gaming wise for people. You're
Yeah,
like a
I
little
used to sell
gaming
Pokemon.
entrepreneur.
I used to sell clears of Final Fantasy X Ultimate Weapon
I want to
clears.
see
Like,
like your shop when you like set up your booth and yeah, like here are the services I offer.
oh yeah, we forgot to mention this in the news, but I am officially a world record holder, bitches.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. Yo, brag.
I have a fucking world record in speedrunning. The catch is
Let's
that I'm the
go.
only one who's ever speedrun the category.
Let's fucking go.
But I can genuinely say that I have a fucking world record.
Good. You fucking got it. I'm proud of you.
But yeah, getting those, getting the ultimate weapons in like any of the Final Fantasy games and even the Kingdom Hearts games to a greater extent, like just you just become cracked out of your mind as soon as you get those.
I like the expression cracked out of your mind.
I don't know when I started using it, but I think it was around the time that my friend said that my Mario was like a crackhead.
It really helps me envision just how fucking powerful this is.
But yeah, I think that might be it for my list of unlockables. I mean, I do like the what is it? Like in the Jack and Daxter games and the uh, what is it? Jack and Daxter and Ratchet and Clank games that they had a bunch of unlockables. Like and like I'm talking like classic unlockables. Like you can unlock like big head mode, moon jumps,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Just
Oh my
like
god, yeah.
really classic stuff like that.
Honestly, we'll probably end up like this goes for like a bunch of our other topics. Like we'll probably end up like revisiting a lot of these and finding a lot more that we didn't bring up the last time.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, that's always the case. Like as soon as you stop recording or as soon as you stop talking with someone about something, you just think, "Oh shit, I should have
Yeah.
brought that up."
Yeah. Yeah, I think for me I pretty much went over everything. The only like well actually okay, no, I got like one more. I have technically two more, but
Mhm.
I'm just going to do my last one and then we'll wrap it up. Um and I'm choosing between the two. The first one I could probably just say both, but like the first one will be like 2 seconds. It's just Luigi being in Mario Galaxy 1 was really cool.
Mhm.
I like
Mhm.
that. The main thing that I wanted to talk about was
Oh,
going to
so
the
that means that we have a way to play Mario Galaxy post Mario All Stars getting nuked, right? Now that Mario's dead.
oh no, that means Luigi's dead with them.
No, no, no. It's just Mario that's
Oh wait,
dead.
oh right. So wait, yeah, we just plays Luigi. Oh,
Yeah,
problem
easy.
solved. Problem solved. Luigi Galaxy. Super Luigi Galaxy. Okay.
Yeah, it's just like the
Okay.
Euro Luigi all over again.
Oh my god, I missed the year Luigi. That was a good fucking year. Or was it? I can't remember. Oh, the real thing, the real reward unlockable that I want to close this out on. Go into the Kanto region in Soul in Heart Gold Soul Silver. So I was gonna say.
I mean that originally started in the original Gold and Silver.
Yeah, I know. That's why I stumbled. My brain's like, well, actually,
Yeah, no,
let me stumble you.
that 100%. is one of the coolest things because it's literally like they just gave you an entire second game.
Yeah, insane, just fucking insane. But yeah, we don't have like too much to add on it. I just think that it is a bold move for a game to literally include the entirety of like, well, not like obviously it's not the entire first game, but like it is the entire like map for the most part.
Yeah.
Like, and you go there and you fight the same gym leaders, and then you even fight like yourself. Fight
Dude,
yourself. It's like
fighting Red
Persona.
at the top of Mount Silver is so fucking cool.
There's a reason why that's like the most remembered like fucking trainer battles in the entire series. Like it's so, oh my, it's so like I don't know how to explain it. Like there's not another thing besides like maybe some trainer battles I can think of in like maybe Gen 5, Gen 4, no, not Gen 4. But like where like if the tone of it just feels like really mature. I don't know why. There's still
I would say
kids.
that one that kind of feels that way. In Gen 5, after you beat the game, Cynthia, the champion from Gen 4,
Yeah, that's literally what I'm thinking of.
yeah, you can find her in the villa, and like she actually has like her same team from Gen 4, and it's like fucking Cynthia. Her team is like cracked as hell.
Yeah.
Like,
There's another reason why well, besides another reason, but there's a reason why she's remembered.
look, like I think part of why Cynthia's like, like people say like Cynthia's hot, and I agree, she's hot, is like because she's not a fucking pushover in the slightest. Like she's
No, she is not.
like one of the first, like aside from Red, I would say like one of the first um like genuine challenges in Pokemon.
A real talk. I see Cynthia, the first thing I think of is threat.
Yeah.
Like fucking like people like complain about like the Miltank and shit. I'm like, no.
You see Cynthia, your fucking fight or flight response gets triggered.
Going into the fucking room where she is like hard. It's like a jump scare. Real talk. Like actual jump scare moment. No.
Yeah, like she had like a genuinely strong team.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Pokemon tends to do a pretty good job in terms of like that. But that was definitely the best one they ever did.
I wouldn't say they tend to. Like even as like a Pokemon fan now, um, I feel like part of the reason why people are so upset with it is because of the lack of post game content compared to what they used to do.
Ah, I see.
Like, Gen 4 had it the best with, especially with Heart Gold Soul Silver, because there was a ridiculous amount of post game content. Because there was like the Pokeathlon, like the little mini games that you could do with that. There was going to Kanto and all of the post game stuff there, like I think I told you like the daily events that happened during I remember bringing this up during the Pokemon podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
But there's daily events that happened that they brought back from uh Gold and Silver. But aside from that, you could also uh there was also the Battle Frontier.
Right. Yeah, and
And
then that's gone though.
now they've only replaced it with like pretty much like watered down versions of the Battle Tower, which
Yeah.
a lot of people are upset about because like they clearly have the ability to make a Battle Frontier. Like this is something that I'm personally upset about too. Like even as like a
Mhm.
diehard Pokemon fan, like when they
Mhm.
remade Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, like they could have easily done the Battle
No, it's under
Frontier.
construction. It'll be there.
Well, that's the thing. We haven't seen the Battle Frontier in so long, which is why it's so
It's not done in
upsetting.
this timeline, Tyus. What are you talking about? What's a Battle Frontier? It's not done yet.
I really love the Battle Frontier. Like I spent so much time in Emerald and in Heart Gold Soul Silver just trying to get all of the gold symbols.
Mhm.
So I really do wish that they would bring it back.
Hey, no, I retract. I think you're right on this one. Oof.
That's like that's one of my grievances with Pokemon. But uh fucking the Kanto region being accessible again. Fucking sick.
Yeah, man. Video games, pretty sick, if I do say so myself.
Pretty fucking good.
But yeah, I think that kind of rounds out my list of my favorite unlockables and rewards for this episode.
Yeah, and I think we're both out of stuff to talk about then.
I think you're right in that thought.
Well, guess this is the closing of our podcast for this week. Thank you so much for listening. If you stayed all the way through.
If you, of course you did. What are you talking about?
But this has been this week's episode. Oh wait, I just want to add one thing. I just saw this. Um,
What is
another thing for news.
what happened?
Pokemon. I don't know if you saw this, but the new Pokemon Snap.
Oh yeah. No, I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah, the little like Polaroid. I need to look up what it's called.
I think it's like
But the little
Instax or something. Instax. Something like that. Instamax.
what is it? Because the Instax Mini Link, the smartphone Polaroid printer.
Yeah.
I think they announced a special collaboration with the special edition of new Pokemon Snap. Or wait, is it a special? No, it's just a special edition of the Instax Mini Link, and you can print screenshots from your Switch, so it's not just new Pokemon Snap, but you can do it with any game for your
I
Switch.
cannot wait to start scrapbooking my fucking gaming experiences.
Yeah, and like I saw somebody post this on Twitter. I don't remember who, but I thought it was so funny. Like someone, like some Smash player was like, "I can't wait to be hella fucking BM with this. Like I can literally take a screenshot of the moment I whoop someone's ass in bracket and give it to them so they can literally hold their L."
Oh my fucking god, that's so brutal.
But
That's so fucking funny.
I for one am incredibly excited for
Yeah,
new Pokemon Snap.
I am too. The game
I
looks
think the game
good.
comes out next week, right?
Yeah, I'm shocked, honestly.
I'm surprised that it's not getting as much like coverage.
Same. No, that's why I'm like surprised because I feel like I've still not really seen anything outside of like the initial like trailers,
Yeah, but
which I'm kind of glad
I
about.
absolutely love Pokemon Snap as a kid, and I love it so much that I bought a copy of it like a few years ago.
Ooh.
It was like $60, but you know what? Fucking worth it.
I gotta somehow pick myself up a copy. It was a game I always wanted, but I only played at like a friend's house.
Yeah, I think my older cousin had it, and then I don't know what happened to that copy.
Mm.
So, I saw it at a retro game store, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna let this
Yoink.
opportunity go to waste.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be good. I hope.
Yeah, but with that said, I do believe we are now completely, officially out of topics to cover.
For real this time.
So that has been this week's episode of the Untitled Gaming Podcast Project. We've been your hosts. I've been Tyus.
I've been TJ.
And thank you very much for listening, and hope you have a good day.
Goodbye, everyone.